welcome to part 3 of the balcony build. Well, now we've got the roof finished and the plastic's on there. I want to focus on getting these stairs done, so we're going to get these steps welded to the risers here. So I'm probably going to put one at the end and one at the other end. There's going to be sort of half a millimetre or a millimetre discrepancy, but we can pull them together as we go. So let's get cracking with this, and then we can get the noggins done where the joints are on the bottom here, make it a bit safer to walk on. There you go, all the steps are tack welded on. I've now got to go around and do all the full welds, but I can now move it around any position I want. It's not that heavy actually, I thought it was going to be heavier, but I'm also going to put some support uprights in here, maybe some 1-inch box steel. Great stuff. There's the view from the top when they're laying down. I'm quite impressed with that for a man that's never built any steps before. I think I've done a great job. So I think the test will be, once it's all welded up, put in place, and get someone heavy to walk up there. Right, so let's get cracking putting full welds on these. I'm not going to film it because it is what it is. Welding. I think you've seen enough welding. Brilliant, let's get cracking, shall we? I don't know if you can see, I've actually painted the underside of this. All the steps and the risers are all painted underneath, so I'm going to do the top half while it's in situ. Shouldn't bother my plants too much. Okay, let's see if we can get this up there tonight, shall we, before we lose the light. So now all we've got to do is get this end up there. It's not too heavy actually, so I might be able to do it on the ladder. See how we get on, shall we? There you go, staircase is in place. I think it looks fantastic. Okay, I'm going to give it a go. What do you think? It's not fixed, but so I don't think it's going anywhere. Should we give it a go? Well, hey. Great stuff, just got to cut these off now and get it welded to the V. well happy with that. Well, it's Saturday the 30th of December, 2 more days left of 2023, and I thought I'd get on getting these stairs finished. So I'll fix them at the top here. I still need to do a weld on the underside, and I've cut these flush. I'm going to put some capping on top of these just to make them more stable, probably brace them a bit, but I've got the uprights in there. Obviously that's not going to be that high. I'm not intending to put a flagpole up. Now, I don't know if you can see that, there's quite a bit of bounce in the stair. So I'm going to put these uprights in the centre, give it more support. I'll put a temporary handrail in, just to give you an idea what it's going to look like. I'm not sure about the balusters, or the spindles, some people call them. I might do something fancy there rather than just straight balusters. Don't know, we'll see about that when we get to do the railing. But yeah, these posts need to be sunk in the ground, so I'm going to get cracking with this concreting. There's 2 there, 1 on the end. I'm going to concrete this base as well, and that will just give support for the bottom of the stairs as well. And as mentioned by one of my subscribers, how am I going to protect the wood from termites, bugs, etc. that you get in Thailand here? Well, what I've done, I bought some of this wood preservative. This only coated the top here, so these are going to need unscrewing, turning over. We're going to need to do the same on the bottom. But yeah, hopefully that will protect it from any insects and any rot. I bought myself an extra sheet of the OSB board. This has already been coated in preservative, and it bloody stinks. I should have done this further away from the house because it kind of stunk the house out a bit. Not a happy wife. Yeah, I'm going to cut this, go in the end there. What I'm going to do with these posts, I'm going to put a plate on the bottom so that I can fix it down to the tiles. It's going to have no horizontal movement, but the support's going to be vertical. Now I'm going to do the same at the end here when I put a post in there. Okay, let's get cracking digging these holes, then we can get them concreted in, let it set, and then weld it to the staircase. As you can see, I've had to dismantle some of the retaining wall there for my bed because the post actually sits up against it, and I want some of the footings to go underneath the brickwork. And this corner part's not really going to support a lot other than the handrail. This centre one, and especially the end one, is going to need a good foundation to support this staircase. Okay, let's get cracking digging these holes. We'll make some kind of formwork to go around here, and then we can get the concrete mixed up. All done. 1, 2, 3. Looks a bit crude, but it's going to work. I'll put some formwork around this. I'm going to lay a 50mm plinth. It's only tiles and a bit of cement ball, but it's enough. It's going to hold no real weight. Yeah, posts are in nice and level. I'm going to come up a metre with a handrail. And the level line's about there, so I can just refine it when the concrete's in, get it nice and plumb. Same with this one. And let's get my trusty mixer ready and we'll get cracking. Perfect. Well, there you go. It's far from perfect, but it's not finished. It's going to be tiled. It's got a slight slope on it going that way. Any rain gets on there, it will flow away from the door. But yeah, I can get that level perfect when I come to tile it. Excellent. Well, let's let all the concrete go off and we can think about welding the steps. So I think we'll try and take this formwork off before it dries too much. Can be a bit of a problem then. I mean, you can see it's touch dry, so it's gone off. Let's go and get some shoes on, shall we? I think we'll start by taking these blocks away. These are mud bricks. They're made under compaction and they're not very strong, so you've got to be careful. 10 bar each. There we go. Stuck a little bit on that one, but I've used this previously and it's got other cement on there to key on. Should try and do it side to side really. Yeah, there we go. Didn't go right down there, but I can do that at a later date. Okay, I'll put cardboard down here between the concrete and the door. So I'm going to leave that to set. Yeah, very happy with that. Well, I ordered some stuff on the internet. I think it was about 2 days ago. So I wasn't expecting it so quickly, but this is my Christmas present from myself. A late one. Yeah, we've got 2 reels of flux core wire. I've been using a lot lately, so need to replenish. And believe it or not, that was about 300 baht, so 7 UK pounds. I'm not sure about dollars for you guys over the pond, but that's cheap. And it had good reviews, so you know, over 1,000 reviews, mostly 5-star. There was some 4-star, but this one I really didn't expect to get it so quick. I think I put the order in for this I think Friday morning. I mean, it's Saturday afternoon. It's just over a day. Okay, it's well packaged. Plastic, plastic, plastic. So yeah, it's a towel brand. I mean, this was about 450 baht. I think that's about £8 or £9 UK pounds. And there's 2 of them. And I think I'm going to need both. Well, great stuff. It means on New Year's Eve I'll get cracking finishing the roof. Well, I managed to get the welds done. I thought, what's the point of just sitting around waiting for tomorrow? There you go, not bad for an amateur. I've got penetration on the stringer, and I've got penetration on the post. So I've done the lower one first, I've done the middle one second, And I did take care not to do it from on top of the stairs, otherwise it would have pushed it down, and I don't really want upward tension. But again, not, you know, it's not professional or anything like that, but it's functional. And like I said, I've done it in a motion where I went side to side, 1 second in the middle, and I've done that all the way down. Do you want to have a look at the top one? I don't think we need to go up the ladder now. I think we can go up the stairway. Oh yeah, that feels better already. The bounce is gone. It'll be even better when we get this post in. I don't think we need a post on this side, on the left. It's so close to this beam. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. Not bad. Let's get the wire brush on it and try and do this while filming. Again, I'm professional, but I've got penetration on both sides, so great stuff. It's feeling much more stable already. Well, I think tomorrow we can get some more of this wood preservative on. Well, finally got all the boards down. I took this joist out from the end here, a little bit tight on the headroom. I've got a couple of tall mates that I think when they come round they're going to smack their noggin on it. Speaking of noggins, I've still got to get the noggins in here, so a little bit bouncy on the edges, but I'm going to do that in the next video, I think. So what I did, I took all these boards up one at a time and I coated the underside in wood preservative. I actually used most of the tins. This one and this one's empty, and there's about 2 inches left in the bottom of that one. So yeah, give them a good coat. I also got the handrail in here off camera. This bit's not fixed, but the top's all fixed. It's starting to feel like a set of stairs. Yeah, I'll go a bit of coat of black paint. I think the whole thing's going to be done in black eventually. But I'm very pleased with that. I got my wall put back in. I had to cut a couple of small chunks out some of the bricks just to get it to fit. And I'll give that a good going down with the old jet wash a bit later. Okay, another thing I did off camera, I welded that plate to the bottom of this post, fixed it to the floor. I put a spacer in there, welded it to the stairs, and that's been welded to the top. And these are really solid now. Very pleased with that. So in the next video I'm going to get these noggins put in. I need to think about getting some electrics as well. And I'll move my chimes from the front round here. So I'm going to wrap this up as part 3 of the balcony build. In part 4 I'll get some spindles in as well as the noggins. So wishing you all a happy 2024, and I'll see you next time.